So how's it going to be going into a place like LAFC? It's really loud, they're really good, and you're going to have 11 guys who probably haven't been on the field together a lot. How do you keep them organized and keep everybody in the right spot? Because one breakdown and they can punish you quickly.
Well, everything you said is valid, but then in the same breath, you've got 11 people on the field who are desperate to be there and to be playing. So for as much as it might not necessarily be the team would have played last week, you've got people who've been working very hard to get the opportunity, and they know for as much as it's a squad game. Certain people tend to play over others, so when they have these opportunities, they know they're potentially just one big performance away from being in a different line.
With so many players out, the first 3 games you guys have played with the same starting 11, and so much of those guys, be it injury, well not injury, but national team or red cards, they're going to be out. How are you guys going to be able to kind of recreate that just gel that you guys have built the first 3 games with those same starting guys?
It does make a difference, but then in the same breath, we've all trained together throughout pre-season. So for as much as those people haven't played in the first 3 games, we've basically been with each other every day for the past 2 months. So it's not as tricky as people think. Whoever comes into the team, we all know how each person plays, and we all know what we can bring to the side. So it's not like someone's just been brought off the street and they're brand new. So I've got every confidence that whoever plays on Saturday will do well.
Different guys have different styles. A lot of your teammates talk about how vocal you are, and maybe it surprised them. You probably haven't had somebody back there as vocal as you in a while. Why do you play that way? How did you learn to play that way?
It's just the way I was taught, to be honest. I think when I was first coming through, the game itself was an older person's game. So as a youngster coming in, like I started at 17, very quickly you realise that it's not youth football anymore, and you have to step up and be a man and be a significant part of the side. So all the players that I grew up playing with, they're all very, very experienced. So to fit in, you have to do like they do. You have to, and the quiet person on the field, for as good as they are, isn't necessarily going to be an asset to the team. And especially when you play at the back, the louder you are, the less running you have to do. So the more I shout, it means the less work they actually have to do back there. So, and it makes a big difference. I remember being in the academy one time, and to make a point, the coach said, "In this game now, nobody's allowed to speak," and it was the most disjointed game that I've ever played in. And he really showed us that it's important to give information, to organise, to do this, because unfortunately, for as much as you do have a pair of eyes on you, you can't see what's going on behind you. You don't know other people's intent, but other people from the outside can. So that's when you're supposed to provide the information.
So that academy coach, did he do that in an actual game, or was that kind of scrimmage?
It was a scrimmage, and like I say, it was a terrible, terrible game, and I can't let it go. This was probably nearly 20 years ago, but I can't let it go. So I think he achieved his goal that day.
Was there any other point in your career where you can remember being part of a game where so many things kind of go wrong one after the other?
It was my first time playing with 9 men. It wasn't great, especially for the amount of time that we had left, and they were very buoyant. Their attacking line, they were having a field day, really. So it was very difficult, but I was just saying to the players, anyone that was left on the field at the end, I said, just remain committed. Do everything you can to stop the ball going into your goal. For as much as things are against you, I think the moment you quit is the moment things get out of hand. And for as much as it was 5, I think with the wrong sort of attitude, it could have been a lot more. So the people that I ended up on the field with, for as much as it wasn't how we wanted to finish the game, I could look around at every single one of them and know that, we gave our best.
Is that something that you kind of take away and maybe build on for the rest of the season, or is it short term because such a weird circumstance?
No, for me, I don't think so, no. Like, the way that I play and the way that I view the game, I think that should be the bare minimum anyway. But it was a reminder on the field. It wasn't trying to get people to do things which they wouldn't normally do. But it's very easy to let your head go down, especially when, you believe the ref might be against you, the fans are against you, all this stuff, the score's against you. You can let your head go down, but people, they represent themselves well in a very difficult situation.